While the desert fathers and mothers were seeking God and seeing visions here in the solitude of the Egyptian wilderness between the 3rd and the 6th centuries, St. Patrick was doing exactly the same thing at exactly the same time, many thousands of miles north of here in a far greener and wetter wilderness. But unlike his desert-dwelling contemporaries in Egypt, Patrick didn't find himself in the wilds of Ireland by choice. Originally from Britain, Patrick was captured as a teenager, trafficked across the Irish Sea and made to herd sheep in the mountains and moors of County Antrim in modern-day Northern Ireland from the age of just 16. But instead of growing bitter, Patrick turned this geographical and psychological wilderness into a place of passionate prayer. I would pray all the time, he recalls in his autobiography. More and more the love of God and the fear of him grew strong within me. And as my faith grew, so the Spirit became more and more active, so that in a single day I would say as many as 100 prayers, and at night only slightly less. Although I might be staying in a forest or out on a mountainside, it would be the same. Even before dawn broke, I would be aroused to pray. In snow, in frost, in rain, I would hardly notice any discomfort. And I was never slack, but always full of energy. It's clear to me now that this was due to the fervor of the Spirit within me. The fervor of the Spirit within me. Hundreds of prayers night and day. Patrick's passionate pursuit of God in prayer in the wilds of Ireland was the very same fire that burned so fiercely in the bellies of his contemporaries right here in the deserts of Egypt, Syria, and Arabia. And like them, in prayer, he wrestled temptation, he encountered the angels and demons, and received mystical visions. One night, after 6 brutal years of captivity, Patrick heard a voice in his sleep saying, "You have fasted well, and very soon you will return to your native country. Look, your ship is ready." Spurred to escape, he walked 200 miles to the location that he had been given in his dream, and, sure enough, found a ship willing to take him back to freedom in Britain. I guess that would be the end of the story. And in fact, probably wouldn't even know Patrick's story if it wasn't for what happened next. Back in Britain, finally living as a free man, an Irishman came to Patrick in a dream one night, carrying many letters. And as he read the first letter, a chorus of Irish voices cried out, "Come and walk again amongst us." Bravely and remarkably, led by this dream, Patrick obeyed. He returned to the land of his captivity, defiantly proclaiming a message of true freedom in Jesus Christ. Patrick's mission was, of course, richly blessed by God. He prayed and he performed miracles. He preached. He baptized thousands of people. He planted churches. He established monastic communities. And no doubt, recalling his own past experiences, Patrick also challenged local chieftains for keeping slaves. No wonder he eventually became known as the great apostle to the Irish. And St. Patrick's Day, March the 17th, continues to be celebrated all around the world. So everyone, cheers, slante, here's to St. Patrick, Ireland's very own desert father.